going to talk about the recent changes in relation to international student visa, subclass 500. New changes in terms of the English requirements. In terms of the foundation hasn't changed much, like the arrangements that was there previously is still in place. It's just the scoring that has changed, okay? So I just want to quickly talk about this, the IELTS or equivalent. Like when I'm talking about the English language test today, I'll be mainly focusing on IELTS or equivalent. So any English language test for academic purpose is valid for 2 years. So that hasn't changed, that has always been the case. So really the validity of the English language test is 2 years. Let's talk about the minimum score, because I think a lot of people are confused about the minimum test score, right? For example, if someone wants to come and study ELI course on its own, really they don't need to satisfy the English. If the course that are applying for is predominantly just ELI course, there's no English requirement. And also there's no English requirement for postgraduate research courses, for example. It's only if someone is applying for direct course starting from certificate 4 level and upwards, then they need to satisfy the English level, right? Or if they have a ELI course and they have principal course tacked on like a package, then that's when we need to actually satisfy the English language test. Obviously, what's the lowest score that you need to have in order to apply for a student visa? Well, starting with a 5 overall. So if you have a 5 overall in your English and IELTS or equivalent test, now we have to basically think about, are you applying for ELI course or are you applying for a main course? Then obviously if you have an overall 5, then you need to have at least 20 weeks of ELI course tacked on with your principal course. You have overall 5, then you have 20 weeks of ELI course, then you can proceed with your principal course. And again, depending on the principal course, for example, if you're doing Bachelor's of Nursing or something like that, that has a caveat. So of course, like that is not the college requirement, but it's more of a authority requirement. You know, it's coming for NMBA or NMAC and all that kind of stuff. But then apart from that exceptions, like usually the general rule of thumb is if you have overall 5, you can apply for a national student visa for Australia, but that has to be tacked on with 20 weeks of ELI course followed by the principal course, right?
Hey guys, I'm here at the headquarters of Pro Visa Services, where you can get first-class professional service. You see, life is all about the service that you provide other people. How can you obsess over other people's problems? How could you obsess in the finer details in order to achieve your dreams? As a first-generation African immigrant, know what it's like to live here in Australia. The beauty, the life, being able to see my loved ones every single day. And we know so many other people want to be able to share and cultivate that experience. Well, here at Pro Visa Services, you get just that, a family environment where you're able to make your dreams come true. Make sure to follow Pro Visa Services and the Rabasha Family Podcast. You see, we are living in the greatest era to be alive.
The old empire to the new empire is seen in building a personal brand, because the old gatekeepers of media and reputation were just newspapers and the radio, and there was 10 of those, so you've got to be lucky to get on one of those. Now in the new empire, in the clouds, you can build your own media company around you.
The social media revolution, here for the ones who know exactly what we do and how we're going to amplify your revenue and your sales to be able to get your personal brand out to the world. So I'm going to be looking forward to having a chat with you.